Today, we're going to look at something that is unique and interesting that I think is something a lot of people overlook. So, we know how the NCAA women's season ended. LSU beat Iowa in the finals. We can see that here's the results. But I'm going to take us back to 30 seconds at one point in LSU season that would have completely changed how this season ended. Let's rewind it back and see what could have been. I'm taking us to the third round game. We currently have LSU versus Utah. Utah was probably the favorite going into this, being the 2 seed. LSU was the 3 seed. We can see first off we have a tie ball game. Just for reference, there's 30 seconds that we care about. Start with the clock at 30 on the dot. Then we see Utah currently has a lead up by 1. LSU calls a timeout to try and get a good shot. Coming back into play, LSU has Angel Reese. Easily their most dominant player, are definitely going to look to try and get it inside to her one way or another. Hey, so she's posting up after a cross screen. The double comes. You can see help directed towards her. Reese calls a timeout. We have 15.6 seconds. Utah is one point away from beating LSU. Okay, on the inbounds here. LSU again trying to get it to Reese. They get it to Reese down low. Reese shoots, and she misses. The ball bounces out. Bounces past several players and just out of Utah's reach. LSU grabs it, goes to the rim, and gets a foul call. Not just a foul call, but a foul call where they said she was shooting. So I am very much in favor of not saying things were on the ref, and I think she did get hit on the arm right there. I don't know if she was shooting though. They were in the bonus, don't get me wrong, so it wouldn't have impacted anything that way. But still, obviously a bang-bang play there that goes against Utah in this situation. Not to mention it also fouls out their highest scoring player throughout the season. LSU makes the first free throw. LSU makes the second free throw. So now LSU is up by 1. Utah has the ball, so definitely opportunity there. However, LSU is in the driver's seats. So the ball gets advanced up to the half-court line. Utah is obviously trying to get a good look and ideally as quick as possible. Get the ball in, one-on-one. I like that play where they're just handing it off to the inbounder coming down. So it does get the ball handler moving downhill, and there is a foul called. On the initial play, he said that there was all ball. Again, I think it could have been a foul there, probably a lot of body, frankly. But the rebound does go to Utah, and she gets blocked, but they call a foul. Angel Reese hit her on the hand on the way up. Is Jenna Johnson, who has shot 73% free throw this year and 74% in her career. So obviously a very good free throw shooter. First free throw happens, and she airballs it, leaving it short. So the first thing you want to know is this is a lot of pressure. Like, this is your season on the line. And so LSU, you can see there, was trying to call timeout. The coach and the players are both calling timeout. I don't know what should have happened, because either it should have been a timeout, or it should have been like a technical for not being able to call a timeout. So I don't know what happened right there. Second free throw goes up. And she misses it. Gets the rebound, throws it up. But they call a timeout. They don't call a foul. They don't call a jump ball. One other issue I have with this is when this ball goes right here, the LSU player is out of bounds. She cannot be the first one to touch it. And I think she was out of bounds, so I think it should have been a turnover, giving Utah the ball back again. She is out of bounds right here. Ball ricochets. I don't know. I'd have to see it from a different angle to be sure, but I think she was out of bounds, and so I think it should have been a turnover when she touched her right there. But anyway, so LSU does now have the ball. Up by 1, LSU wins. So we know the end result. LSU ultimately went on to win the national championship this year. And obviously, this is a segment where they were losing towards the end of the game. Made 2 critical free throws on a semi-controversial call. Obviously had a rebound that could have gone the other way, and that would have been huge if Utah had the ball and was up 1. And then not only that, Utah missed 2 free throws there at the end of the game. One thing I do not want this to be is an insult Jenna Johnson. She is a tremendous player. She's played 27 minutes she averaged last year, 28 minutes she averaged last year, started all 32 games she played in. Shot the ball well from 2 points, struggled a little bit from 3, but still played very, very well. Jenna is a very good player, and so I do not want this to be an attempt to insult her in any way, shape, or form. But that being said, I think one of the common narratives that happen just in sports in general is that, LSU was the best team. Blank was the best team, and so they won. There's a lot that has to go into things that could have changed the results one way or the other. Utah wins this game. We could be looking at Utah as national champs. We could be looking at Iowa's national champs. We could be looking at a variety of different things that could have happened just from this 30-second period. We could have a totally different outcome to the season. Have a great rest of your day.